Derek McKenna here for IrishBoxing.com with James Flores. James, the last time I spoke to you about 6 weeks ago, you said you were just looking to keep active. Now you're going to be fighting for the International Masters bronze title. How did that come about?
I really have no idea. Mark just told me we'd be fighting in 22nd, and then within a week or two he says it might be a chance for me to take on the line at the International Masters bronze. And I said brilliant. I was only looking a few extra rounds, but now I'm actually getting the title shot, so that's even better for me. I already had my opponent picked before, and then Mark was able to do a wee bit of talking about negotiations, and lucky enough the title shots came off. So better.
It's an 8-rounder, is it?
It was meant to be an 8-rounder at the start, but the title was able to get added on to it. I don't know if the title was vacant or 5 months old or whatever, but Mark was able to get it for me. So better have the title along with the 8-rounder than instead of just having the 8-rounder, you know.
Excellent. And how much do you know about your opponent? Is it Sander Hovert, I think his name is?
I have no idea what I call him. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I look like an idiot, but all I know is the records: 9 wins, couple of knockouts, 9 losses. I think he has been knocked out about 4 times and 1 draw. I had a wee check on the record as well, and he fought the former British champion Curtis Woodhouse.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So to be able to have the courage to take on a former British champion means he's actually going to be really game enough to try and knock me out. So I'm interested in.
That was recent enough as well, was it? I think it was this year or last year, was it?
It was this year, I'm pretty sure. Actually not too long. I think it was only a couple of months. So he'd be sharp and ready to go. So he'd be equally ready to go.
You're expecting a good fight, yeah?
Expect a few bombs everywhere, but hopefully I can bomb him out.
The BUI rankings were just updated recently. I don't know whether you've seen them. They have you in as number 4, and the title is vacant at the moment. Is that something that would interest you going forward?
I actually haven't seen the rankings, and
I think they've just been updated recently in the last few days.
So being number 4 is actually good. I thought it would have been like not even in the top 10, but to be ranked number 4 is brilliant. And as I said, if the title's vacant, maybe that'll be something I aim for next year. Maybe not so much at the minute because I'm only really learning the game still. I've actually doubled up rounds. I've only done 8 rounds, I've done 6 rounds yet. So I think maybe after this one go down to 6, try and bump my weapon again. I feel comfortable enough, just jump right up to 8 again. And then if it comes along, go for the Irish title.
And there's a lot of good Irish lightweights out there at the moment. Like I saw next week you have on the matchroom card you have Declan Garrity against John O'Carroll. Is there anybody in that type of category that would interest you going forward to those type of fights?
You know, I never really keep up to date with my stuff. All I do really is just train away, and if any fights come away, we'll talk about it and we'll read it. I have no idea who is that lightweight, being honest. At the minute I'm the only lightweight in Ireland, that's all I know of. But I say I've heard a few names, but no interest in me. I just took after myself. As long as I'm in shape and I'm sharp, I don't mind who's there, you know. But suppose maybe it is better if I keep a wee bit up to date and look for future opponents, look who's on the cards, you know. But at the minute, I'm just interested in myself, you know.
And the card, obviously, on the 22nd of the Devonish is a packed card. And then there's another Mark Dunlop promoting show for February next year as well. How good is it for a young fighter like yourself to have someone like Mark put on
being honest, I don't even know there was a card in February, so you actually know more than me, and I'm the boxer. But again, that's it, last interview, I'm just looking to keep as busy as I can. The stop career, the first 2 years of my pro career was a bit of a downfall, you know. When you're a young fighter, you want to be as active as you can, you want to get up the rankings and rounds as quick as possible. So to be with Mark now and to give me as many fights as we possibly can is brilliant, you know. So again, within like a few months I've had about 3 to 4 fights, so that's fantastic for me. So just as long as that keeps going on, keep on getting busier, I'm happy enough to fight and train as much as I can, you know.
So that's the plan for the next year, is just to keep busy and then see where that takes you?
I just said next year the plans they keep busy and keep going up rankings, and he says about the vacant Irish title. Maybe it's something to look into. Again, I'm not going to jump ahead of myself and say right, Irish title next year. I still have to get past this fight and up more rounds because the Irish title makes sure it's a 10-rounder. So there's no point saying like let's go for the Irish title if I'm not comfortable at the minute by doing an 8. So I'll look just get up the rounds, and if I feel confident enough and fit enough, it comes along, I'll more likely try and take it, you know. So we'll see how all systems go and get this one out of the way first. You know, no point looking at a second title when we got this first title again.
James, listen, thanks very much for talking to us, and best of luck on the 22nd, yeah?
I'll meet it. Thank you. Pleasure.